So let's talk about putting our artwork in this space right here. I'm going to use the File and Place to select an example drawing by Naomi. I do want to point out that when you do that, it may check the little box that says Link. If you do that, then anything changed to this file, any changes are going to be reflected in Mission Patch because that's what we're in right now. Sometimes you want that. Sometimes you just want whatever graphic you just placed to become part of the Illustrator file. Since we're going to be making some changes to this drawing, I'm going to leave it as linked. Just have to remember, both of those are going to have to stay together. When I place it, I'm given the opportunity to draw a rectangle. And this is about as big as you're going to be allowed to go if you've got a very solid picture. It can't be much bigger than that or it's going to use a tremendous amount of ink. And I understand some of you have a lot of great detail. It's a complete picture and you just want that in there. If you'd like it to be larger, then here's some things that we can do. First of all, I'm going to grab a corner and notice how it distorts unless I hold down Shift. Okay, that's going to keep the proportions the same. And if I hold down Alt, it's also going to do it from the center. So if I do this, then it's going outside of that ring. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a circle to mask the parts that are outside of it. I'm going to notice here that I did not put that on my Draw Here layer. So let me move that real quick. And I'm going to use this inner ring, this one right here, because it's almost exactly the right size as my mask. I'm going to do that by duplicating it and moving it above my linked picture here. So what we need to do is basically throw away this outer part by basically cutting a hole in the paper so we can peek through it. We do that right here. We're going to create or make a clipping mask. When I do that, it takes the circle and applies it to the picture underneath. And now as I move this around, you can see that it's being hidden. Now let's zoom in a little bit here because the path is actually on the center of this. So it looks kind of funny. So let's do this. We're going to take that inner circle and we're going to scale it down. I'm going to hold down Shift and Alt so it goes down exactly towards the center and just carefully place it so that it's right there. Now it's trimmed off just about right. Doesn't matter how we might move it. If we look at that, the sun and the cloud are in a pretty good spot. It doesn't matter if those get cut off. The flower, that's another story. But the biggest thing that's keeping us from doing this is the amount of ink this blue and the green are going to take up. So let me show you what you can do to your drawing in order to keep this larger size and show more detail.